Okay, now we will see the priority queue. Priority queue is a pure queue type. Priority queue class is implementing the queue interface. Now the priority queue is pure queue type. But in case of linked list, it is both list type and queue type. But whereas the array list, it is purely list type. Now we will see um, peak operation in case of priority queue. Click on package explorer in the Eclipse. Right click on this com.app 2, highlight new, select class. The name of the class I'll be giving it is M7, and I'll be selecting this checkbox public static void main. Then click on finish. You can remove all the auto generated stuff here. Now create an object for this priority queue. Priority queue is equal to new priority queue. Now I want to add elements to this queue. Queue dot, you can find out the suggestion from the Eclipse. All the method are available to this priority queue. Now according to your requirement, you can select the method. In my case, I'll be selecting peak. Sorry, first we need to add the elements. Okay, peak we will be see later. After inserting the elements, we can perform the operation. Now to insert the elements to this queue, I'm selecting add. So two operations will be done when I press open a brace. It is importing the priority queue from the java.util package that will be kept after the package declaration at the top of the file. After package declaration, Eclipse will be keeping this import statement java.util import java.util.priority queue. Can see. Then the second action is it will be keeping the generic style syntax for the creation of a priority queue object. There, yeah, automatically compiler kept the generic style syntax. We can remove this. As of now, we are not using this collection program using the generics. Okay, now need to supply the elements. Whatever the elements you supply, that is of objective type. Now I'll be selecting something like 200, and q dot add 202. Like this I'll be adding 6 elements. Q dot add 204. Q dot add 206. Q dot add 8. Q dot add 10. Okay, these are the elements that has been added. Now why we are getting this warnings? Okay, why we are getting these warnings is because of generic. Okay, so we need, for type safety we need to use the generic, but here we are not using the generic. Now to get rid of this warning, we should use annotation. Now how can I keep the annotation? In this case, just type @ in uppercase, suppress warnings. W is in the uppercase. Warnings in the base double quote, keep unchecked. All the warnings except one warning is gone. Okay, all the warnings except one warning are gone. In order to get rid of this warning, we need to use the generic style syntax. We must use the generic style syntax to get rid of this warning. And why we are getting this error? Because of spelling mistake. Okay, save. Now I'll be performing the operation by using system.out.println, in short SOP. How can I get this SOP in Eclipse? Just type SYSO, press Ctrl Enter, then I'm performing the peak operation on this queue object. Peak, peak, in the updated list, SYSO queue. Again, SYSO Control space bar, peak method on this queue, and printing the updated list queue. So here, what happens? Now, to run this class, we can just press Ctrl F11 in Windows environment. Ctrl F11, as you can see. Okay, as you can see, first itself I'm performing the operation without printing the queue in line number 15. Okay, the first element it is 200, the head element is 200, then printing the updated queue in the 16th line, and that is 200, 202, 204, 206, 208 and 210. Okay, then once again we are performing peak operation on this queue object, so it is highlighting this 200, so we are getting the updated list. Okay, like 200, 202, 204, 206, 208 and 210. Okay, now what if I insert the element that is in it is very small compared to all these inserted elements. Dot q dot add, and I'll be supplying 20 semicolon. Save this. Now F11, observe the last, we have um, inserted this element what is happening in this case, 20 is highlighting. Okay, the smallest element is selected as the head element, okay, for operation. The smallest in this case it is 20. 20 is, it is highlighted, 20 is highlighted as the head element. Okay, even though I have inserted this one in the last the element 20, it is considered as the head element when I'm performing this q dot peak operation. So the smallest one it is selecting, the first element is sorted. Okay, the first element is sorted in case of priority queue. If I use the peak method on this priority queue, the first element is sorted, that is head element. Okay, it is sorted, it will be the smallest element compared to all other elements. The first element will be sorted, but all the other elements we cannot guarantee. Okay, it is now showing different elements, mixed elements. Okay, it is showing the different elements, but the first element is of guaranteed sorted element in case of priority queue. Okay, that is the usage of this peak method of priority queue. Thank you.